Welcome to WagerTalk TV. I am Kelly Stewart, joined today by handicapper Adam Trigger of WagerTalk.com. We're going to break down how to bet on Major League Baseball. Adam, number one, what is the first thing you look for when you're breaking down a Major League Baseball game?
So, Kelly, the first thing I look for that particular day is value. Line value, where can I find it? And then once I think I found it, is it something that I'm willing to bet on and put my money on? Major League Baseball is such a grind. Starts in early April. Actually, I think it starts in March now, and it goes all the way to the end of October. It's a very long season. These teams play every single day, 162 games. And so if you're not making sure that you're betting value lines throughout the course of the season, over the course of the season, you're probably going to lose money. That's why value is the number one most important thing when you're talking about baseball betting.
Adam, one of the things I appreciate you in, that you're like me. You like to dive deep and find one or two winners for the day as opposed to having a larger card. Can you tell me your process in narrowing down your card?
Yeah, Kelly, like I said, less is more when it comes to sports betting. I always say that, so I like to be selective. And when it comes to baseball, I think it's pretty easy to be selective because there's only a couple, in my opinion, there's only a couple of spots on a given day that all the boxes are checked, meaning you're getting the right line value, you're getting the right matchup, you're getting a scenario where it's worth betting a team over the course of 9 innings. You know, people always ask me first five or game, what, is there a difference? What's better? So on and so forth. And the reason first five betting is difficult, Kelly, is the books can tend to be very sharp there, and they put out a very sharp line. Whereas full game, there's typically more value, but you need to check all the boxes. You got to have the edge in the starting pitching matchup, the edge in the bullpen. You typically like the lineup to be in your favor, and then you need a line that's bettable in the sense that you're not laying too much juice or taking a bad number, so on and so forth. So because over the course of a given day with 15 games max, usually if the entire league is in play, there's probably only going to be one or two spots where all of those boxes are checked, and thus it keeps me selective, and I think selective is the way to go. Again, Kelly, less is more when it comes to sports betting. The less times you put your money at risk over the course of your lifetime, the better your results are probably going to be. So I love the selective approach when it comes to Major League Baseball.
I agree. I think there's a lot of mistakes that people make when betting. What are some of those that pertain to Major League Baseball?
Kelly, I think the biggest mistake people make when betting Major League Baseball is the willingness to lay juice and lay too much juice. And listen, you have professionals out there that will say, okay, minus 200, laying that is no problem if the perceived odds are minus 300. But most recreational bettors are either A, not in a position to do that, or B, don't have can't quantify, when to do that. So if you're just a beginner looking to bet baseball, my best advice would be stay away from the huge money lines. And then on the flip side, like I like to look at the run line, the plus 1.5 as a tool to sort of bring back the odds to more of a spread situation and have, like a better chance to cover the bet. Probably one of my favorite scenarios to bet Major League Baseball is a visiting team with a plus 1.5 run line if the juice is not outrageous. And what I mean by that is, let's say run line plus 1.5, juice minus 125 or less. If you can get that visiting team plus 1.5, you essentially get an extra at bat and a free run to potentially cover your bet. So I would just say, going the conservative route, let's say, no juice higher than minus 140, and in the other direction, looking toward the plus 1.5 run line, instead of, a plus 200, like getting sucked in by the big odds with teams that probably aren't going to win that many games. I think that tends to be a good formula, for sustainable long-term success.
Great stuff from Adam Trigger of WagerTalk.com. Make sure you guys are following Adam at TopFlightSI on Twitter to get all of his free baseball plays that are not up for sale at WagerTalk.com.